Welcome to the Center of Ki and Yoga with Leah. This class is a hip class. We're going to be focusing on doing some more dynamic movement at the start of this class, and then towards the end some more holding poses, stretches to really work into the hip joints. Great if you feel you have tight hips. Also, perhaps if you sit down a lot, this is great to sort of stretch and open up the hip area after sitting down. Also great if you've been moving around as well, or doing some sort of fitness, running, jogging, that type of thing, to just bring some openness into that area. So let's get out our mats and get started. So we're going to start with the knees bent. I want you to take your feet wider than your hips are. So knees bent, feet wide, and hands are just supporting us at the back. And just notice if you're slouching, see if you can press down through the hands, fold the shoulders back and allow the chest to come forwards. So we're just going to drop the knees side to side, kind of like a windscreen wiper action. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just drop the knees to one side. Feel if you can get the knee to touch the floor. If not, that's okay. Breathe in, up. Exhale, take the knees the other way. So keeping the shoulders back, keep pushing through the hands. Inhale, up, and let's do 8 more of those. 1, 2, breathe in to come up, exhale, 3, 4, 5, keep pushing the chest forwards, and 7, and 8, excellent stuff. All right, so just trying to loosen up the hips a little bit. We're going to bend one knee out to the side, resting that foot on the leg to start with. I want you to place your hands under the ankle. So you create a little platform with your hands for the ankle to rest on. And what we're going to do is try and lift up through the spine. So again, notice if you're slouching, try and draw the belly in and lift up through the crown of the head. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, I want you to bend your elbows. Elbows are in nice and close. And breathe out, pull your foot up off the straight leg. Inhale, let it come back down. Exhale, pull the foot up. Inhale, back. And let's do 6 more. 1, 2, with the breath. 3, inhale down, exhale, 4, 5, and 6, good. All right, so we're going to stay with this leg. One hand grabs the foot, one hand grabs the knee. We're going to lift the leg up and we're just going to rock side to side. Now, pull the toes back on the foot that you're holding and breathe. Good. If you want to go a little stronger, if you can, hook your elbow around the knee, elbow around the foot, and you can try and pull the lower leg a bit closer to your chest. If not, just keep holding the foot and the knee instead. And try to lift up nice and tall through the spine. So if you can't quite wrap your arms around, we're just moving like this. Excellent. All right, and then we let that go. And we're going to take the leg back out. We're going to do that on the other side now. So take the foot up and across. Hands come under the ankle. Elbows close to the side of the body. Take a breath in. And exhale, just lift up through the spine again. All right, breathe in there. Exhale, bending the elbows, pulling the foot towards your chest. Breathe in lower. And even if you're just going a few centimeters, that's great. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. 6 more. 1, 2. Keep lifting tall. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent stuff. All right, so we're going to hold the foot now, hold the knee, lift the leg, rocking side to side, pulling the toes back on the foot that you're holding here. Nice deep breaths, and if you want to, when you're able to, you can wrap your elbows around the knee and the foot and keep rocking like that, lifting up through the spine, just allowing the hip to free up. If not, we're just holding still here. Very good. All right, and then let that go. Good stuff. And just bounce your legs up and down on the mat there, nice and gently. Good. All right, so we're going to lie down on the back. All right. Arms are coming out to the side. So hands in line with your shoulders or just below the shoulder line. We don't want the hands too high. Then we just create shoulder tension. So hands down, chin is tucking in, legs are straight. And I want you to pull your toes back on the feet. So taking a breath in there. On the breath out, lift your right leg up to the ceiling. And I want you to push both legs away. Bottom leg is strong, top leg lifting. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take your left leg up now. Keep pulling the toes back. Breathe in, down. We're going to do 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Focusing through the leg on the ground. 6, lovely. 7 and 8. Fantastic. All right, just soften the legs for a moment. Keep the hands where they are. All right, so the next one we're going to do is we're actually going to take the leg up to the ceiling. We're going to keep it up, and then we want to take the leg across the body, come up, and then take it out to the side. So working strongly into the hips. Now, really important to focus on the bottom leg. As we roll the top leg, the bottom leg shouldn't move. So it shouldn't roll either side with us. So make sure you keep that leg really strong. I like to say to people, imagine your bottom leg is like a steel rod in cement and it cannot move. All right, so palms are down, chin to chest, toes are back. Take a breath in and exhale, raise your right leg up to the ceiling. Now push out through the left leg on the ground. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, take your right leg across towards your left hand. Even if you can't go very far, just see how far you can go. Breathe in, come up. And now exhale, take your right foot towards your right hand. Now keep pushing through your left heel so the left hip doesn't come off the ground. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it across. Belly is squeezing. Straight leg on the floor is long. Inhale, up. Exhale, out wide. Going to go a little faster in a moment. Breathe in, up. Let's do 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And come all the way up to the top. And then gently lower the leg. Lovely stuff. All right, just soften your legs for a moment. Feel how that side feels. Breathe into it. Let it go. Very good. All right, going to do that on the other leg. So palms are down still, chin to the chest, legs together and toes pull back. Take a big breath in there. And as you breathe out, take the left leg up to the ceiling. Now keep it up, breath in. Exhale, take the leg to the right side. Push through the right leg on the floor. Breathe in up to the center. Exhale, take the left leg towards the left hand. Good, breathe in, up. Exhale, go across, feel the hips stretch. Inhale up, exhale, going out. Push through the leg on the floor. There's 8 more faster now. Breathe in, up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take the leg all the way up to the ceiling and then gently bring it down. Lovely. And then just let your arms come back down beside you. Just take a moment to have a little rest there. Breathe down into your belly, feeling the hips nice and warm. Noticing how that feels through your legs, all the way into the soles of the feet. Feeling the buttocks as well. Just a couple of breaths there to let it soften before we move on. All right, so let's take the legs out wide now. I want you to get your feet as wide as you can. Yeah, so super wide. We're going to squeeze right into the hips and the lower back. So elbows are in beside us. Wrap your fingers around your thumbs and make a fist. Now what we want to do is lift the hips up in a moment. Now just first check your feet. If the feet roll outwards, I want you to see if you can turn the thighs in so the feet point up to the ceiling. Tuck your chin to your chest. Take a really big breath in again. And now exhale, squeeze your bottom up, push down with your elbows, keep pulling the toes back and really work into the buttocks nice and strongly. Breathe in, bring your bottom back to the floor. Exhale, squeeze again. Now you may not even get your hips off the ground. If anything, that's okay, just squeeze really strongly in the buttocks. Inhale, softening. Let's do 2 more really strong ones. Exhale, squeeze up, push down with the elbows, pull the toes back on your feet. Inhale, back. And last one, exhale, squeeze. Chin is tucking in, toes are pulling back, bottom is squeezing nice and strongly. All the breath is gone, just squeeze a little more. and then gently come back. Walk those legs in. Give that a moment to soften and relax. That was quite strong. Beautiful stuff though, to get blood and energy moving into the buttocks, the hip joint, the lower back. And we're going to stretch and open that now. So, you may need a strap or a belt of some kind. I've got this one handy here. You may need it, you may not, but have something handy if you need to pause and just grab something and do so. Alright, so we're going to bend the knees up, feet are just hip width wide, and we're going to take one leg across. So it's as if you're crossing your legs with one knee out to the side. And we get this little window with that leg that's on top. And what we want to do is reach, so if this is my left leg on top, my left hand is going through this little window. I'm going to lift the right foot up and I want to reach around and hold onto the outer edge of my knee, or the top of my knee, okay? Now for some of us, maybe we have to do that and the head lifts off the floor, and that is where the belt comes in nice and handy, okay? So if you find your head is lifting, then throw the belt around your knee so you can keep your head on the floor and then chin tucking in, and you can use the belt and pull the knee towards you. Okay, otherwise we just hold with the hands and we're breathing. This is where we're doing a couple of holding poses now. So breathing through the nose, gently pulling the knee that we're holding onto towards the chest. Just make sure your bottom isn't lifting, so keep the sacrum pressing into the floor. Now the bent knee foot in front of us, the one I'm wiggling, that's the foot. We want to pull the toes back, okay? And that's just going to work into that hip and buttock a little more strongly. So holding here, breathing. Pulling the knee in gently. See if you can focus your mind into your belly. Breathe in, allow it to expand. And as you breathe out, squeeze, pull the knee in just a little bit more. Now the left elbow here that's touching my bent knee at the front, I can actually use that to slightly push this knee in front of me away slightly. So just holding here, breathing a few more breaths, allowing the spine to lengthen, feeling that stretch through the hip and the buttock. Softening with each exhale. Maybe the knee gets a little closer towards the chest. One more breath in and out. Notice if the shoulders are tight, try and soften them. And then release, and we're going to let that go completely. And just relax for a moment. So you want to feel the work after the stretch. Just allow the body to soften. A lot of the time we stretch too quickly. We come out of a stretch and we just go into the next one straight away, or we just get on with our day without really giving some time to absorb the changes that take place. So it's really important just to take a moment here. Alright, we will do the other side now though. So bend the knees again, feet are hip width, cross the other leg across, and take the hands through that little keyhole, reach around, grab the outer edge of the knee. If you need your belt, then whatever strap you've got, use that, okay, and use that to pull the knee towards you. You really don't want the chin sort of lifting up, trying to tuck the chin in as best you can. If you need a little pillow for your head, then by all means use that if you really have a tight neck and shoulders. And we're just holding here, breathing. Pulling the toes back on this foot that's in front of our face here. Gently squeezing the knee towards us as we breathe out. Feel the belly expand with the breath in, and let it soften with the exhale. Nice, gentle breaths. Feeling that work through the hip and the buttock. Couple more breaths. Crown of the head is lengthening, tailbone stretching away. Squeezing the knee in. Now I forgot to mention earlier, we try not to have the knee cross the body. So the knee, I'm holding my left knee at the moment, pulling it in. I want to pull it towards the left side of my chest, not to the midline. So very important that we don't come across the body, because then we don't stretch the right part. I should have mentioned that at the start. So if you found that you're doing it the wrong way, then please go back and next time you do this class, just keep that in mind. Alright, and we're going to release. Again, let the legs go, let the arms go, feeling that softness come through the hips and the buttocks after stretching and opening. Breathe down into your belly, giving yourself a moment to receive the information that your body has acquired from the stretch. Let it integrate the muscles, the joints, the tendons. Just enjoy that little gift that you gave yourself there with that stretch. Alright, we are going to move on in a moment. Now, you may want your belt for this one as well. What we want to do is we're going to reach opposite hand to foot, and we want to grab the little toe side of the foot, so the outside edge, taking the other arm out to the side, and we want to try and straighten this leg up to the ceiling, and then we're going to take the leg across. Now, if you can't hold, or you're really bent and twisted, you can do it with a bent knee, that's okay. But if you'd like to try with a belt, then you can loop the belt over the ball of the foot and hold the belt with your hand as close to the foot as you can. And then we're going to take the leg across. So coming into your version of whatever that looks like, whether you've got the belt or you're holding with your hand. Okay, the other arm is out to the side, and we can turn the palm to face up to the ceiling. So leg on the floor again, we don't want to let it rotate. So take a breath in, and then exhale, taking this leg across gently. Now you might not get very far to start with. You can see I haven't gone very far at all. I'm feeling quite tight through this side of my thigh and into the hip. But try to pull the chin to the chest, stretch out through the fingers to the side there. If you want, you can turn and look out to the hand at the side. And just keep gently, as you breathe out, allow that top leg to come across. Bottom leg isn't rotating, just the top leg. Breathing through the nose if you can, feeling where that stretch is. That's it. A few more breaths. Softening the belly as you breathe out. Allowing the legs to lengthen. So if you're holding the belt, that's fine. Just make sure the hand holding the belt the arm stays straight. Don't bend the elbow. Keep pushing out through the heel and pulling the toes back on the leg in the air. One more breath here. And then gently bring it back up. And release, let that go. And again, just take a moment, arms down beside you, palms are up, feeling how you feel on that side of your body that you just worked into. Maybe it feels fuller, maybe it feels softer, maybe it feels warm. Whatever sensation you can recognize, just take a moment and observe that. Alright, let's do the other side. So grab the other leg. So we want to hold the little toe side of the foot with the opposite hand. Other arm out to the side with the palm facing up. And we take a breath in. On the exhale, taking that leg up to the ceiling. Now I find this leg harder to straighten, so I'm actually going to use the belt to start with. And I want to hold the belt as close to the foot as I can, and making sure the belt comes over the ball of the foot, so just below the toes, not on the arch. Alright, so leg is straightening out as much as possible. Take a breath in, And then on the exhale, the leg is coming across the body. All right, so again, you may not get very far to start with. That's perfectly fine. Push out through the leg on the floor. Pull the toes back on the top foot. Breathing here. Other arm is out to the side with the palm facing up. If you want to turn your head to look at the hand, you can. Nice deep breaths. Breathing down into your belly. Each exhale, just softening, seeing if the leg can go a little bit further. Just the top leg moving, bottom leg stays still. So I'm going to see if I can reach with my hand now. Extend away. Keep holding and breathing. Pushing out through the heels. Slow, deep breaths through the nose. I haven't actually done this stretch for quite a while, so it's nice to pull it out today and do it. Makes me realise that I need a bit of work to do here. Couple more breaths. Keep pushing through the heel on the top leg, the leg that's going across. There might be some discomfort. I almost guarantee there is discomfort with this stretch, but that's okay. You're not going to be here for much longer. Try and relax into it. Lovely. And then roll the leg back up and then gently let that go. Well done. So straighten out, arms beside you, palms are up. Just feeling how you feel now through that side of the body that you just stretched. Wow, that was quite strong. I haven't done that for a while, like I said, so I think I need to do this class a bit more regularly too. Very good. So there's just this beautiful sense of calm and peace that comes through the body when we pause after a nice strong stretch like that. Breathe down into your belly. Good stuff. Alright, so let's pull our knees to our chest. Let's just open through the lower back. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, pull your head to your knees. Pull the knees to your head. Breathe in, come back. Exhale, squeezing up. Now try to keep your shoulders as soft as possible. Breathe in, back down. There's one more. Exhale, lifting, and now rock and roll a couple of times along your spine, and we come up to sitting. Lovely stuff. Alright, so I want you to take your knees out wide, bring the soles of the feet together, interlace your hands and tuck them on the little toe side of your foot there. Now your knees might be all the way up here, that's okay. Just do what you can do with what you've got, and I promise you, the more often you do this, the easier it gets, and you'll eventually get more space. And I can say that because from my own experience, but everybody is different, so I understand it may take some people longer to get the flexibility that they desire. Alright, so sitting up nice and tall, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, bend the elbows out, and we want to pull the head towards the feet and arch the spine over, so curling up. Breathe in, lift up again, feel the crown of the head reach towards the sky. And then exhale, pull your head to your feet, curling up, maybe the toes touch the head. Inhale, lifting up again. There's one more. Exhale, pull yourself down. Maybe the elbows can get to the floor. Lovely. And then coming up. Good stuff. Alright, so let's take the legs out now. We're going to do a little twist to end this class off. So bend your right knee up. And then take that foot over across to the outside of the left leg. All right, and just having the hands interlaced here, we're going to lift up nice and tall through the spine. And then take your right hand behind you for support. We want to push down through that hand to help the spine lift up to the ceiling. Now pull the toes back on the straight leg. We're going to breathe in, raise the left arm up to the ceiling, or rise the left arm up, either way. And on the exhale, we're taking that elbow to the outside of the right knee. So left elbow outside of the right knee, and we're twisting to look behind. Breathe in, turn back, and now exhale, twist to look over your right shoulder. Keep pushing through the right hand behind you. Breathe in, turn the head forwards, and now exhale, turn the head back. And we're going to stay and breathe about 5 or 6 breaths. Breathing down into the belly. Squeeze the belly as you breathe out. Using that elbow on the knee to pull yourself around more. Push through the hand behind you as you breathe in and lift up through the spine. Exhale, squeeze around a bit further. Now use your eyes, find a point on the floor, a metre or so behind you. Really fix your eyes on that point. You want to stretch the eyes as well. Crown of the head is lifting. Breathing strongly, deeply into the belly. Using the elbow on the knee to help with the twist. Feel that right down into the lower back. Good, and then unravel. We're going to do the other side. I will flip around so I'm not got my back to you. All right, so left knee comes up. Take the foot over to the outside edge of the right leg. Hands interlace. We want to lift up nice and tall. That's it, shoulders soften. Let's take the left hand behind us, pressing down to lift up. And we're going to breathe in, stretch the right arm to the ceiling, and then exhale, take the elbow to the outside of the left knee. So right elbow to left knee. And we want to breathe in, lift up, exhale, squeeze, turn to look over the shoulder. Breathe in, turn the head. Exhale, turn to look behind you. Keep pushing through the hand into the floor there. Breathe in, come back, one more. And exhale. Now we're going to stay and breathe. So if you're struggling to get the elbow to the knee, you can just wrap the elbow around from the inside to the outside if you need to. All right, just a few more breaths. Use your eyes, find a point on the floor, a metre or so behind you, gazing at that point, stretching the eyes as much as we're twisting the spine. Push through the straight leg heel, squeeze your belly as you breathe out and use the elbow on the knee to pull yourself around. Lovely big twist for the lower back. Alright, and then we're going to lie down, let that go. Well done. Have a rest there. Just feeling that beautiful twist through the spine. Feeling that through the hips as well. Breathing down into your belly. Just noticing that energy and blood moving through the lower body. Beautiful work. Alright, so let's pull the knees in one more time. Grabbing hold there. Let your shoulders be soft. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the head to the knees. Feel the lower back stretch. Breathe in, come back. One more. Exhale, lifting up. And then we rock and roll again a few times and come up to sitting. Excellent stuff. So if you want to sit cross-legged, if you want to work on the hips a little more, we can sit with, bring one foot in and then the other foot comes on top, so the ankles are resting on top of each other with the knees out wide. If that's too strong, you can grab a cushion if you like. I've got one handy here. You can sit your bottom on a cushion so your hips are a little bit higher, and that might enable you to sit like that. And if that doesn't work for you, you can just cross your legs or you can kneel as well. I just want to rest the hands on the knees, put the palms facing up. Just close your eyes for a moment. Breathe down into your hips. Feel the belly expand, and as you exhale, draw the belly button in. Feel the hips spreading as you do that. Lovely stuff. And then let's breathe in, arms rise up. Exhale, bring the hands down into prayer pose, palms at the chest, let the shoulders relax, tuck the chin in, close your eyes, feel the breath moving through the hips, that lovely openness that you've just created there, warmth and energy and openness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I look forward to seeing you in another class very soon. Bye for now.